Salescom is a complete sales compensation program for designing sales incentive plans and incentive plans for any member of within an organization. The design has been used throughout the United States and the world, and has recently been used by a Coca-Cola franchisee for 7 countries in and around Africa. The plan, as I mentioned, is a complete plan. You can design a total cash plan that includes base salary and incentive, or you can design incentive-only plans. And the incentive-only plans can either be in terms of percent of base salary or in units of dollars. The incentive plan can be designed for, as I mentioned, for any job within the organization, whether it's sales, management, or individual contributors. The incentive plan allows you to use any incentive measure that you can come up with. That it will include any definition of volume, or accounts, or products, or profit, or objectives. It'll allow you to select any goal performance range that's within your needs, and it allows you to select the payout frequency for every incentive measure, and they can be different. The sales incentive plan, after 20 years of design, is a mistake-free program that allows you to design the plan. After you've designed the plan, it allows you to test the plan with examples that are built into the program. At the conclusion, you'll select and design the administrative guidelines that go along with the program. And what the program concludes with is a booklet that is as follows. It has a title page on the booklet. It has a table of contents. It has the sales compensation plan in total, which would include the base salary range if it's a total cash plan. It would have all the incentive measures with the minimum payout, the mid payout, and the maximum payout. And it would have the total cash payout for each one of those performance ranges. It would give you notes that identify the incentive measures themselves. For example, in this one I'm looking at here, it says incentive payout for sales volume, personal, all customers measure will be paid monthly, 12 times a year on an as-earned basis. The incentive opportunity is uncapped. So each incentive measure will be defined like that. After that page, there's a page that gives you the payout rates for every incentive measure that you have from start to end. And so you'll be able to use these rates in actually making your payout determinations. The booklet also includes, as I mentioned, 3 different examples to allow you to show how the program would perform under various performance results. And at the conclusion, there would be a page or 2 that describes the administrative guidelines, and those administrative guidelines will include the effective dates and eligibility, the incentive payouts themselves, the fact that the plan is subject to change, it's management's discretion, the tax withholding characteristics, the transfer and promotions administrative guidelines, what do you do about resignations and terminations, what do you do about windfall and shortfall situations, what do you do about new hires. If you have a president's club or something of that nature, you could add that in as administrative guideline and define it. If you had want to define specifically what sales volume measure result is tied to, for instance, is it when the order is booked, when it's shipped, when it's paid for, whatever the definition of the sale is that counts towards the incentive measure, that's all in the booklet that's printed as a result of this. Now, like any software program, there are limitations. What are the limitations of Salescom? Well, the limitations of Salescom is that it will work with 32-bit processors. That is to say, any Windows 7 that has a 32-bit processor in it, you could work it. It will work with Windows XP. It'll work with Windows Vista. It will work with all earlier versions of Windows. The only other limitation of this is that if you put in the year, for instance, the year is going to be effective is going to be 2013. When you look at the printout sheet, it will say this works from 1913 to 1914. So you'll have to adjust that manually. That concludes what the sales compensation program called Salescom is all about. Thank you.